call the regularly scheduled meeting for July 1st, 2025 to order. If you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Crosby.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Rattfield.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Carroll.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Peace.
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore.
Yes, ma'am. And today we have the invocation by Pastor David Willis from Forest Park Church and Pledge Allegiance led by our own Commissioner Rattfield. If you would, please stand and join.
Thank you for the invitation and the ability to come together this week and pray with you. Let's bow together. Love you, God, on this week where we prepare to celebrate the freedom that we know in this country. Let us remember that we have a freedom that goes beyond that, and that is the freedom that comes through your Son, Jesus Christ. The Apostle Paul reminds us in the book of Galatians that while that sacrificial death on the cross does indeed set us free from sin, it does not set us free from each other. Paul tells us in that book that we are to serve one another in love. So God, I can't think of a more appropriate place for us to remind ourselves of that simple truth, this place where we come together to serve through the blessings that you have given us in this community. Now, Father, hold us tight today in the power of the Spirit. Let us know that you are here with us, and that as we conduct this business, that you, Father, are moving forward with your kingdom work. Guide us. For those who would lead us, give them the intestinal fortitude to be completely and totally representative of the people that put them in power. And let those who put them in power support them with their prayers. Now bless us this day. We pray this in Christ's precious name. Amen.
We have no presentations today, and we've got to go to approval of agenda. So any additions or deletions?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to remove item number 6 from consent and move it to the July 15th agenda. I need some additional time with that item.
Yes, sir. Striking item number 6. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion at multiple seconds. If you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Carroll.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Rattfield.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Peace.
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore.
Yes, ma'am. We also have, as I said, no presentations today. Public comment. This is limited to items on our agenda for today. If you would, please come forward and state your name and address for the record. This is items on the agenda. There is a space at the end of the meeting for anything else that you think the county may have authority over. All right, seeing none. Consent agenda.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Good morning. On your consent agenda this morning, under Clerk of Courts, item 1, revenues and expenditures and check register. Staff's recommendations, the board acknowledge receipt of the reports. Under the Budget Office, item 2, Special Law Enforcement Trust Fund. Staff's recommendations, the board approve the sheriff's request for expenditure of monies from the Special Law Enforcement Trust Fund. Item 3, FY 2025 budget amendment. Staff's recommendations, the board adopt a resolution amending the fiscal year 24-25 budget. Under Collaborative Services, item 4, designation of Community Transportation Coordinator. Staff's recommendations, the board adopt the attached resolution, authorize the chairman to sign and execute a memorandum of agreement with the Florida Commission for Transportation Disadvantaged to be the designated Community Transportation Coordinator. Under Emergency Services, item 5, ambulance billing and related professional services agreement, 4th Amendment. Staff's recommendations of the board approve and authorize the chairman to sign the 4th amendment to the ambulance billing and related professional services agreement. Item 6, the first 2 service agreements, 2nd Amendment. That item's been moved to the 15th. Item 7, ratify the state grant application for NG 911 project. Staff's recommendations of the board ratify the grant application for NG 911 computerized Zeta dispatch project signed by the chairman. Item 8, ratify the City of Springfield Secondary Public Safety Answering Point Grant application. Staff's recommendations, the board ratify the state grant application for the City of Springfield Secondary Public Safety Answering Point, signed by the chairman. Under Public Works, item 9, 2nd Amendment to the Gulf Consortium Subrecipient Agreement. Staff's recommendations, the board approve the 2nd Amendment to the Gulf Consortium Subrecipient Agreement and authorize the chairman to execute the amendment and make any necessary modifications as approved by the county attorney. Under the Purchasing Office, item 10, Disaster Recovery Consulting Services Contract. Staff's recommendations, the board award and authorize the chairman to execute contracts with the top 11 ranked qualified consultants to perform disaster recovery consulting services. Under the TDC, item 11, TDC Public Safety Funds Request, staff's recommendations, the board authorize reimbursement to the Bay County Sheriff's Office and City of Panama City Beach through the disbursement of tourist development tax funds for the public safety expenditures presented relating to increased tourism on Panama City Beach. Item 12, Panama City Beach and Mexico Beach Beach Management Resolution for State Funding Request, FY 2627. Staff's recommendations, the board adopt and execute the Panama City Beach and the Mexico Beach Beach Management Program and state FDEP grant resolutions for FY 2627. On utility services, item 13, North Bay Wastewater Treatment Facility reuse improvement. Staff's recommendation is the board authorize staff to issue task order 25-05WW in the amount of $495,645 to Dewberry Engineers, Inc. for the design engineering services for the North Bay Wastewater Treatment Facility reuse improvements, and authorize the chairman to execute the task order and make any necessary modifications as approved by the county attorney. Item 14, Utility Services Department Dive Services. Staff's recommendations, the board award contract 25-40, Utility Services Department Dive Services to In-Depth Inc. for a one-year contract with 3 additional one-year renewal options, and authorize the chairman to execute the contract and make any necessary contract modifications as approved by the county attorney. Item 15, FDEP Revolving Fund Loan Agreement, Amendment 1. Staff's recommendations, the board approve Amendment 1 with the Florida Department of Environmental Protection State Revolving Fund Loan Agreement, and authorize the chairman to sign and make any necessary modifications as approved by the county attorney. Mr. Chairman, that is your consent agenda this morning, and staff respectfully requests a motion for approval.
And can I get a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second?
Second.
Motion and after a dramatic pause, a second. If you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Carroll,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Radfield,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore.
Yes, ma'am. All right, next we go into regular agenda. First item under Public Works, Mr. Keith Bryan is the Titus Park Development Order Conditions Approval.
Yes, sir, thank you. Good morning.
Hold on one
Mr.
second,
Chairman,
Keith.
before we start, I don't have anything to do with this project, but in abundance of caution, my firm does work with the applicant on this, so therefore I'm going to recuse.
All right. Thank you, Keith.
As part of the conditional approval for Titus Park Phase 3 subdivision, the Sage Company has agreed to convey land for the proposed Titus Road roundabout, the High Point Road connector roadway, and the multi-use path along Titus Road and Minge Branch Road. The development and conditions were reviewed and approved by Planning and Zoning on February 26, 2024. The conveyances are in compliance with the requirements of the Florida statutes and the Bay County regulations. The requested motion is A, approve the High Point Road right-of-way, the County Road 2321 roundabout right-of-way, and the Titus Road easement, and B, authorize the staff to record the conveyances to the Bay County Clerk of Court. Any questions?
Questions for staff? All right, seeing none. Can I get a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to move forward. Great project.
Have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, if you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Radfield,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore,
Yes, ma'am.
and Commissioner Carroll abstains.
All right, on this next item, item 17, Sugar Sand Phase 2 plat approval. Hold on one second, Keith. I actually have to recuse as I have a conflict as I am the attorney for the applicant, so I will have to sit this out. I'm passing the gavel to our vice chair, Ms. Claire Peace.
And Madam Chair, before Keith starts, there's been a recent change in legislature regarding how plats are approved. So this will be the last plat you ever have in front of you, likely. But in order to comply with the requirements of the new statute, we're asking that when you approve this plat, that you appoint yourself as the administrative authority, and alternatively, the county manager, in order to comply with the requirements of the statute. So that's it.
Good morning. Zach Farrell, managing member of Farmdale LLC, is requesting final approval for the plat of Sugar Sand Phase 2. The subdivision consists of 45 residential lots, 0.28 miles of private road, stormwater retention facilities, and common areas which will remain private. The development was reviewed and approved by Planning and Zoning on August 31st, 2022. The subdivision plat complies with the requirements of Chapter 177.071 Florida statutes and all Bay County regulations. The requested motion is for the board to approve the final plat of the Sugar Sand Phase 2 subdivision and accept the letter of credit. Any questions?
Does anyone have questions for Keith?
Thank you.
Make a motion to approve?
Can you make your motion to approve, subject to the language that the county attorney just recited?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Do we have any discussion? Vote, please, ma'am.
Commissioner Carroll,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Rattfield,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby,
Yes, ma'am.
Vice Chairman Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
and Chairman Moore abstains.
Thank you. That leads us to the public hearing section, Community Development. Mr. Wayne Porter, this is PLD PA 2025-0081 and PLZCA 2025-0079, a small-scale amendment and zone change for 2106, 2108, and 2110 Joan Avenue. If you remember, this was at our last meeting, and we continued it to today. Wayne, if you would.
Mr. Chairman, this is a quasi-judicial hearing, so anybody planning on speaking on this item, please raise your right hand, and you solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Our ex parte.
Yeah, is there any ex parte?
I have none.
Seen the properties, spoken to no one?
Seen the property, spoken to no one.
Seen the property, spoken to no one.
Familiar with the property, spoken with no one. Wayne, if you would.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On May 20th, the Bay County Planning Commission conducted a public hearing to consider requests to change the future land use designation of approximately 2.8 acres from residential to neighborhood commercial, and to change the zoning designation from R2 single-family and duplex dwellings to the C1 neighborhood commercial zone. The property is located at 2106, 2108, and 2110 Joan Avenue in the unincorporated Panama City Beach area. At the conclusion of the public hearing, the Planning Commission voted to find the proposed land use and zone changes consistent with the Bay County Comprehensive Plan and Land Development Regulations. Again, this property is located in a corridor along Joan Avenue that has existing C1 neighborhood commercial zonings and uses. There is existing neighborhood commercial land use and zoning designations located directly to the south, as well as to the west across Joan Avenue. And Joan Avenue is identified as a collector roadway in the comprehensive plan's transportation element. And staff agrees with the Planning Commission and recommends the board conduct a public hearing, approve the proposed amendments, and adopt the attached ordinances. Again, we've had no public comment regarding this item, and as stated, the item was continued from the last meeting. The applicant, who is also owner of two of the properties, could not be at this meeting either. We did receive written correspondence from her, though. However, during the last meeting, you may recall there was concerns about the gas station use being allowable use within the C1 zoning, and there was, I believe, some discussion of perhaps conditioning approval to prohibit that type of use. The applicant did provide us written verification that she had no problem with that condition. That was not her development plan for this property. We also received written notice from the second property owner verifying that, again, they had no problem with that condition if the board chooses to go that direction. Here to answer any other questions you may have.
Questions for Wayne? All right, seeing none. Told the applicant was not going to be able to be here. This is open to the public. If there's anyone that wishes to speak to this, if you would, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. All right, seeing none. Discussion amongst the commission. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
With the condition of no gas station?
That was going to be my motion. Thank you, though. Rezone to C1, conditional use without gas stations. And I appreciate everyone, waiting to do this to today, where we could make sure that the actual owner of the properties were in agreeance with the no gas station. So that's my motion.
Second.
All right, motion and second. If you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Carroll,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Raffield,
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore.
Yes, ma'am. All right, next, we're still in public hearing, going under county attorney. This is local provider participation fund assessment.
Mr. Chairman, this is a process that we have gone through for the last several years where we set an assessment level. Effectively, we are imposing an assessment on local hospitals that the funds from that local assessment are then matched with to the state for the federal match for Medicaid, and allows them to receive closer to a full reimbursement for Medicaid expenses. And I think that's it.
Okay, any questions for the county attorney? All right, this is part of the public hearing. Is anyone in the public wishes to speak to this? If you would, please come forward, state your name and address for the record.
Hey, good morning. My name's Robin Godwin. I'm the president at Ascension Sacred Heart Bay here in Panama City. Just want to appreciate the committee's response and hearing this resolution, and appreciate any support that you all could offer. This resolution certainly is critical to our community and how we provide health care for our trauma program, our cardiothoracic surgery program, and expanding cancer care. So I just wanted to share that thank you with you all.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none,
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution.
Second it.
motion and second. If you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Raffield,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Carroll,
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore.
Yes, ma'am. Our last item today is revisions to Chapter 8 of the Board of County Commission Code of Ordinances. Again, Mr. Liebert, the floor is yours.
Mr. Chairman, this is part of our ongoing effort to clean up and update our Code of Ordinances. This chapter deals with mostly court fines and fees that are imposed to help with various court-related functions. There was just a statutory reference which has changed, which by the legislature is now being reflected in the ordinance.
Any questions for county attorney? All right, seeing none, this again still is part of public hearing. Is there anyone in the room who wishes to speak to this item? All right, seeing no takers, can we get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, motion is second. If you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Carroll,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Crosby,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Raffield,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
Chairman Moore.
Yes, ma'am. Now we go to public comment. This is open to any issue which you think the board may have authority over. If you would, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. You have 3 minutes.
Good morning, Dustin Hinkle, Atlanta, Georgia. Actually, I don't have a request. I'm just one of the disaster
Your
recovery
address, please.
consultants. Sorry?
Your address?
81 King Mill Lane, Dahlonega, Georgia.
Thank you.
I represent Guidehouse, one of the disaster recovery consultants you guys just approved. And we just wanted to say that we're very excited to help support the county in their disaster recovery efforts moving forward. And we appreciate the confidence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, seeing none, county attorney's report.
No report.
Falling into Don's old habits. County manager's report.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, I would like to just take a moment to extend our thanks to Governor DeSantis and Senator Jay Trumbull and Representative Griff Griffiths. The budget was signed yesterday by the governor. He vetoed over $600 million in expenses. However, he did forward that budget with an approval for $10 million of county projects. The money we requested for the future water plant project in the Southport community was approved. Funding that we requested for looking at a future sewer plant in the Highway 79 West Bay corridor area was approved. And then our funding for the mitigation portion of the next phase of Philip Griffiths Parkway was approved. So I just wanted to take a moment to publicly thank those gentlemen for funding our projects. And we will be drafting several thank you letters asking the chairman to sign on behalf of the board to those individuals, just to make sure they understand we appreciate all the hard work they did, especially with as contentious as this session was. So we're very fortunate, and we look forward to working with our state partners to get that money deployed and make better things happen for the county. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And if I could also, I'd be remiss if I left our lobbyists out of that. They did a very, very good job over there. Missy Timmons and her firm, and Southern Consulting, who is our other lobbyist that works for us in Tallahassee. So without those folks on the ground every day for us over there, walking the halls and shepherding our issues through, we couldn't have gotten it done either. So thanks to both of them as well.
Thank you very much. Definitely a good return on the investment for this year, because it was an interesting session. All right. Chairman and Commissioners' comments. Commissioner Peace.
I just want to say happy 4th of July. It's my favorite holiday, and I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday.
Commissioner Carroll.
Yes, sir. Just a few items. One, the bathrooms are now open at Under the Oaks Park, so please come visit. That is an incredible park. You got kayak launches, frisbee golf, the bathrooms. You've got the entire playground, big open fields, benches under trees. So anyway, that's a great park to go visit on your way to Tyndall Air Force Base. I sit on the Gulf Coast Consortium Board. It's one of the more exciting boards that we get to participate in. I'm joking, it is a great board. BP oil funds that one day will all be dispersed, but lots of great updates. Was not able to go to the Florida Association annual meeting, but we did participate via the Zoom. So anyway, great things coming and more funding coming our way. And lastly, 4th of July parade is this Friday, 9 a.m. Lynn Haven. Please come out. It's going to be hot, but it's always a fun parade. We'll all be there and walking. Just be careful on the 4th. If you're going to be out on the water, people tend to sometimes drink a little bit. So just be careful out there. And let's not forget, it's a celebration of this great country. Next year is 250 years that they signed that declaration. So anyway, I'm very grateful, and thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Crosby.
4th of July is also my family's favorite holiday, and I just want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July and go over some events that are coming up. On July the 3rd, the Grand Lagoon Fireworks Freedom Rocks. Also on July the 3rd, Papa Joe's Light Up the Bay. Then on the 4th, we have the biggest and the best one, Star Spangled Spectacular at the City and County Piers. Then we have Destination PC, Salute to Freedom, Lynn Haven, Let Freedom Ring. And then on July the 5th, Boardwalk Beach Resort has Light Up the Gulf. So everyone get out and enjoy this beautiful weather we're going to have hopefully this weekend.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Hatfield.
Doug, if Granny's doesn't work out, you can always be a promoter. I want to wish my youngest daughter a happy birthday. She'll be 12 July the 6th, so happy birthday, Caroline. That's her little special day. To Doug's point, a lot of great things going on throughout the community this week. I want to thank the Navy base, NAS, for having us out there and celebrating their 250th birthday. That was incredible. If you didn't get to make that, what a show. And thank you to Commander Mosey, who does a phenomenal job for us there. And that's all I've got. Stay hydrated and be safe. Outside, it's going to be hot.
You're not going to talk about enjoying your new pontoon boat?
Man, I knew you were going to say it. New to me.
Sorry. For those of y'all who weren't here last commission meeting, he talked about the fact they rented one and they enjoyed it, and they found out it was for sale, and so he bought it. I told him I was going to have a little fun with him today at the meeting, so I had to follow through. Love you, dude. For me, first I want to start off with a public apology to Alicia and Joel. Last week was in a meeting, and I lost my temper, not at them, but at the situation, and the apology was to them privately. It's also publicly to those that heard me lose my temper. It wasn't what I was supposed to do. It's not the way that I was raised, but just want to acknowledge that. Thank you for everything y'all do. On that, again, to what Bob said about the governor, these projects, these are things that they might not seem like much right now, but the water plant is how much going to be the cost of that?
I would estimate today's dollar somewhere north of 65 million,
And the sewer plant?
about the same.
And this takes time through, Bob and I were talking about this as we were driving back from a meeting we had in Tallahassee yesterday with NEPA, the Environmental Protection Act and other things. These things take a lot of time, and so with us being able to get this money now and with the way our community is growing, this is very strategic for us right now to be able to meet the needs and the growth of our community. And thank you to the board for y'all's work on this as well. It's very important for us. These are things that the community does not see that allow us to try to get and maintain and hopefully get ahead a little bit of the growth that is coming. So I am very appreciative of the governor allowing these things to pass, because this gives us the money to do the planning, to put everything in place to make sure that we're able to address the needs of the community. And so I'm just very appreciative of that. Lastly, on Independence Day, you will get to see some of us walking. I know we've got golf carts. I'm not sure who's walking and who's riding, but we'll be out there for Saturday morning, or is it Friday? No, it's Friday morning. Or what? I've lost complete track of time. It's Friday morning. But come out and enjoy. It's a great parade. There's a lot of folks celebrate. You make sure you yell out a name, say, hey, please say nice things when you yell our names. We'd appreciate it. And with that, this meeting is adjourned.